So we have such a bad energy that we're gonna get a limpia.
Sí, ahorita le hacemos.
Muchas gracias.
Que Dios lo bendiga, lo cuide, lo proteja a usted y a toda su familia.
So this is the church that was built on top of the freaking.
The road. No. Papi.
So this is the historic center. Let's go over here and then we'll go. Bye.
Y además a la ADE, amigo, la ADE. 20 de cooperación. 20 pesos.
Yeah, but that's my move.
Mama, using me. No, Mama.
Wow.
Oh, yo quiero una foto con la señora.
Fucking beautiful feathers. Oh my god, what a beautiful costume. So sick. These guys, these freaking Spaniards built church after church on top of the ruins. So human sacrifice was not invented by the Aztecs. You know, human sacrifice was already around. It was just not practiced to an extreme. The Aztecs started sacrificing humans for controlling the population. Now, when Quetzalcoatl asked for sacrifice, he asked for self-sacrifice, so people would puncture themselves to bleed out a little to create a sacrifice. Well, the Aztecs were planning something else because they started killing people day and night. So as the legend goes, when they first came to the valley, they were welcomed by a tribe. And there was a princess, a beautiful princess. So I don't have all the details since I'm not a scholar. But long story short, she was so beautiful that the Aztecs decided to kill her and cut her skin off and wear it, doing a ritual or a dance or whatever. The king from the tribe comes by, sees them wearing his daughter's skin as a costume or as a ritual of some sort, loses his shit. He banishes them. So he banishes the Mexicas to Tenochtitlan, which was a swampy area. It was like not even an island. It was full of snakes, full of swamp. Nothing was supposed to grow there. They were not supposed to survive. That was the whole point of sending them there. Their faith was sealed to the gods, and the gods wanted them to thrive. I mean, against all odds, they settled in Tenochtitlan, and they started carving logs deep until they would touch solid ground, and they would build on top of those. They would start making little islands, I think called chinampas, and they would make, farms out of that. They would start farming food. So that city started growing, but they were supposed to perish. And They were destined for greatness because after this, they will take over the whole lake. Now, their golden age will be cut short by the Spaniards arriving, but they weren't really headed they weren't really heading towards greatness. They had plenty of enemies, and the same thing that the Greeks did, the Aztecs were doing with their surroundings. Instead of uniting, becoming a strong nation, it was just a bunch of little towns. I think individualism was very strong in the tribes, or even in the Mexican blood, that everybody wanted their own little tribe, everybody wanted their own little chief. There was connections, there was contact between the Mayans and the Aztecs. There's proof of that. I mean, if you guys think about it, we complain about the Spaniards, but I think we were better off with the Spaniards than if we would have gotten the British. I mean, let's look what happened to the Native Americans with the British. So I think we did okay. Now, were they gonna come here and exploit us and steal all the gold and just take everything? Yes, of course they were. Like, they're just used to that. They would do that to their own kind. They've done that to the French, they've done that to the British and the Germans. Like, this is the European way. So why are they not gonna enslave and do this to us? I mean, of course, that was their idea, to be nice at first and then steal all the gold. That's just a very pirate way of being. That's just the way they were. I mean, if we had the opportunity, we would do it too. I'm kind of tired of the whole mentality of like, they're the demons, we're not. But if we have the opportunity, we do it. I mean, look at Mexico. Mexico is very corrupt. Even now that we're working with that, it's still very corrupt. So everybody says I would do it differently, but once you have the money, you change as well. But I guarantee you that Cortés wanted to keep it all to himself, and he just wanted to keep it hush, not tell anyone, and just be king of the New World. But, King Charles V had other plans. So it turns out that the expedition that Cortés had taken from Cuba was not authorized, and the king has sent for his arrest. I mean, I think it's very self-defeating that we tell the story that everything was perfect in Mesoamerica. We're all just singing along, making fires, and like sharing food and whatnot. And then the Spaniards came and took it all, and then we're poor because of them. But that's not true. At least Cortés came in a good manner until the massacre of the temple. And that wasn't even by him. That was by his fucking general. So after that, they got kicked out and they were gonna get killed. But if you look at the history, Cortés came in a good plan at first, which wasn't first the Spaniards. Remember that it was Christopher Columbus by the Portuguese king who sent them to America. Well, 100 years after that, it was still not populated. But a lot of white people were like, they came here and they were a part of the natives, right? So when Cortés got here, all the natives around Tenochtitlan, they were oppressed by the Aztecs. And who was gonna save them? Cortés. So they united with him. They made an alliance with Cortés and the Spaniards. We gotta go to Bellas Artes too and get coffee over there. There's a terrace. Or a terrace. Wow, look at this. This is all original. There's no reconstructions here. Yeah. And this was found because they wanted to make another building, and when they were excavating, they found everything right here. I'm an excavator. I said, see you later. He's an excavator. Here we are in a fancy place. No, manches, no. ¿Qué cervezas tienes?
Indio 2X Lager de barril. Bohemia oscura, bohemia clara.
So we got a little cevichito going, little pulpo and camarón. We're gonna see Mama's reaction on this.
Pulpo, yummy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bro.
So now we're in el Centro Histórico. All of this was paradise, but not no more. I think that every time civilizations meet, bad things happen. But good things happen as well. Like, I wouldn't be here. Your spokesman would be in the jungle, climbing a tree, escaping snakes, or whatever. And my Spaniards part would be what? Selling and robbing people and conquering. Or being an artist. Because, you know, I don't know. I just want to clarify one thing. When I speak about France, the United States, Spain, I'm not talking about the people, because I love the people. I'm talking about the government. Fucking governments suck. Now here's an offering for the dead. I don't know why the saint of the poor has to be black, but okay. So they sent for his arrest. Out of nowhere, Cortés, being a psychopath that he is, he goes to confront the army, defeats the army, convinces the army to join him because, you know, he's gonna get gold and he's gonna be rich and you want to live forever and whatnot. And now he has a bigger army. And as he's getting this army, he leaves his second in command. He leaves him in charge in the city of Tenochtitlan, where they are all staying. So out of nowhere, the Aztecs start doing a ritual. It was a human sacrifice. These guys get scared and just murder all the Aztecs. Okay, so the Virgin Mary's not here. We're in the wrong cathedral. I don't even know my Catholicism. This is where Rose is doing. So they're running. People are trying to pray. This cathedral is freaking huge, dude. Look at this. These are monuments. You know, obviously the Aztecs want to kill them. And that is La Noche Triste. So whenever Cortés gets back to the city with reinforcements, all hell has broken loose. Alright, so it's beginning to be the end of the video for this time. If it wouldn't have been Cortés, it would have been somebody else. After Christopher Columbus came to America and he made a big announcement that there was land here, it was only a matter of time for the clash of the worlds. After La Noche Triste, the friendship that he had with Moctezuma was gone along with his life, stoned to death by his own people.
En caballo que Villa más estimaba. Los horizontes como a las 3 de la tarde. Arriba, arriba, muchachos, tocan la ametralladora. Oye tú, Francisco Villa, ¿qué dice tu corazón?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Guarromántico.
Wow, eres un gran bebé. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué andas aquí?
Pues me vine a dar el rol, nada más porque sí.
Ok. ¿Y de qué se trata tu canal?
De entrevistas, platicar con la banda, ya sabes, puro
Chingón, algo chilango.
puro loquear y loquear.
Para cuando vayas a Tijuana o a Rosarito, Baja California, ahí nos hablas y ahí pues hacemos algo chingón.
Me llevas por las cariñosas también, ¿eh?
Nos vamos, para que está mi esposa atrás. No, espérate.
Bueno.
Pues sí, nos vamos a Hong Kong, no hay pedo.
A huevo, nos vamos.
Ah, Wiwis, gracias. ¿Cuál es tu canal?
Todos me encuentran como Guarromántico en mis redes sociales.
Arre, va. Muchas gracias. This has been amazing. This city is huge for a city that's sinking. Fuck, man. Good job. You do see a building or two, a little tilted, a little like on the side, but it's fine. I think that'll happen in 20 years or so. But then again, LA is gonna fall as well with the next earthquake and the San Andreas falls. So every city has something. When you put too much weight on something, you know, things tend to fall. But yeah, guys, this was our tour of the historic center. We obviously met some friends along the way. We had a lot of interesting things to say. Come on, we're going back to the bus. You know, guys, I wish we had more time in Mexico City, but we just don't. You can be here a whole month and you're still not gonna see the whole city. The city is huge. Sure, baby.
Did you get enough? Okay, I'll put some in your cup. Is that hot? Can you help me? Hold.
¿Me puede tomar una foto? Sí, para...
Mama, what's it?
Yeah, we're all tired, dude. We're leaving. Now, this is a massive metropolis. It's impossible to do this in 2 days, but we will get you guys new videos. Now, this place is expensive, and this trip has been expensive, so donations are welcome down here in the description.